Hi, and welcome to my life in sunny Central Texas. Earlier, I tried making a video and then I did something with my phone. And it didn't work, and so that file was trashed. Of course, earlier, I thought we were having a near cloudless day, but not so much now. The moon is about half, and we're coming up on the Perseid meteor showers. Lots of fun. Something to get chill about, just relax. It got pretty hot today, but we're back under 100, so that's cool. There's that pretty doggy. Oh, bit of a long day. I actually hit my steps goal for today, which is almost a miracle. I mean, look at the fact that I don't walk too good. Not in a long while. But I had to get out and go pay the water bill. And then I went into the store. Loki and Moose use little tiny bottles of distilled water in their CPAP machines. And off I went and got a couple packages of those. I think it's a dozen to a package. I didn't hike back and forth in the store a lot, just hit the meat department, got those. Got the cat litter, that was kind of important. He's down in the ditch, probably chewing on garbage. Yeah, the dog that this dog wants to play with is rolling around on some garbage over there. The neighbors did get a great deal of the stacked to one side garbage into their bin today. Trash trucks came through as usual. And I did laundry and got stuff into the dishwasher. And when Loki came home, the bin was still out there, so he brought it up to the back door and I could hear him unlock the back door. It's not like he doesn't have the key, but you know who's there. You know what they're doing. You know it's hot outside. You might as well be nice, right? It's still pretty hot. According to this device, it's 97 degrees out here. But there's a little breeze, so it doesn't quite feel like it. It'll drop some more with time. Not sure what birds I'm hearing. But I'm definitely hearing some. And the spider that's kind of webbed up in between the driver's side outside mirror and the driver's door on the red Ram is still there. With any luck, he'll sooner or later start taking wasps out of the local food chain. But the day was moving along. I knew there'd be a little shade over here. Out we came for doggy time. Yeah, doggy time. He helped me eat my steak for dinner. Had some sirloin. Loki's still trying to combine calorie counting with portion control and pretend he's doing keto. So he had one tiny sirloin and I had the other two. He had some eggs on the side and I skipped the eggs. Although I did finish off one of the jars, the older jar of yogurt. White Mountain brand Bulgarian style yogurt. It's thick and it's pretty good. But it's not like they're making it with milk before the cream gets removed, because they do that before homogenization, I think. First it goes in the separator and the cream comes off. And then they put whatever amount in it takes to hit the definition, the legal definition of whole milk. Whereas actually getting whole milk tastes so much better. I need to get some. The dairy around the bend over there is no longer functional. Has been closed for a long time. The lockdown's got them hard, and I miss it. I really miss it. I don't think people realize the value of eating fats in their natural state instead of them being always everything processed. I mean, I think that's why they want us to trim it off of our meat and only have it in approved ways, because that way they control how we live even more. But we can digest normal milk as yogurt if we want to, or as butter when you do separate it and make some butter out of the cream. And it's been around for ages, and it doesn't really harm you unless you're allergic to it. So what do we have? We have legal definitions for whole milk and skim and part skim and everything. And then they use part skim to make cheese. Cheese is supposed to be made with whatever is traditional for that particular cheese. But there's so many skim milk cheeses, it's crazy. I like regular butter, Amish style butter if you can get it. The Mennonite communities here in Texas sell butter frequently. I should find a place to get some. I think there's a place across the county, but still in the county, where I can get some whole milk. I don't know. I'll have to check and find out if they are yet another place that got shut down by the lockdowns. Sorry, trying not to lose my phone. I didn't really have anything outstanding to talk about today. Like I said, I was trying to. I tried to switch between a couple things after I started filming. And that hosed my video. Puppy, if he comes all the way over here, he can play with you. There will be none of this you going off and rolling around in the long grass and getting covered with fleas and ticks if you want to play with that puppy. Poor little guy. Someday his little friend is not going to come around again, and he's not going to know why. It's going to be pretty much because he's left wandering like this. And if he's lucky, Dog Pound will get him. Because that'll be kinder than the traffic out on the highway. Dinner has been made, and I have eaten, so I'm just kind of letting that full feeling go down a little bit before I go in there and mess with the dishes again. There wasn't so much that I had to run the dishwasher earlier, but there will be when I add to it. There's still plenty of light over here. Neighbor kid. They're splashing around in a inflated pool, kiddie pool. I mean, there's larger inflated pools in the world, but when this suits the size of the kid that's going in it, that makes it a better choice. Gotta give them something where they can put their feet down and stand up. Or if they slip and fall where they're all the way in the water, if they can get their hands under them, that makes it easier to get oriented. Hey, I feel the ground, that must be down, I can get up. There really wasn't a breeze when I left the house earlier. I wish there was one now, because still air is easier for mosquitoes to get to you. But I was still in traffic when the breeze found it had movement. And they've got a little tiny wire paperclip basket in the shove-out drawer at the drive-up window at the water office. So I had to put my bill under the basket with my card, and she just ran it, stapled my receipt to the paper, and I'm good. And then I went to the store and got Loki more of his endless burger patties. They're pre-cooked, so all he has to do is get them warm in the microwave. And I got a tray of ribeyes. And we have family coming in tomorrow. The brother-in-law. I think he has something work-related to do in Austin. And the mother-in-law. And one of the nieces. One of the youngest nieces. And for some reason, getting together has to happen tomorrow evening. It's like, what, are you leaving before breakfast on Saturday? Yeah. Loki put in the stress and the decision making. And we're all going to get together at a restaurant that is quite popular locally. And it's in the Round Rock area. Hi, puppy. You got a mosquito or something? The breeze is dying down. And what is today? Today's the 16th. We might be hitting the edge of the Perseids by now. So if you happen to be outside when it gets dark, or as it's getting dark, you might see them. Meteor showers can be real nice if you catch a good patch. Viewing from Texas is usually pretty good. I made a post on the community tab about it. Real easy to date night or meditate or get the kid away from the TV or get the kids away from TVs and other screens. See who can count the most meteors. Now, there's little clickers you can get to take with you when you're shopping so that you can add up dollars, dimes, pennies. You know, just get some clicker that just advances every time you squeeze it. And that way they can count up past numbers that they can count to easily. I didn't know how to count this high. Here you go, just keep pressing the button. Yeah, the air feels kind of heavy. And it's just going to get worse. You can count on Texas for that. We'll have times when the humidity is high and it somehow doesn't manage to break into a rain or condense to a rain. And we'll have times when the humidity is not quite that high, but we'll have more clouds. And when those days come along, they might soak up the humidity and rain on us, cool us off. do believe I gotta take this little dog back in. You wanna go back down? It's doggy time. You can go down. He's probably just sulking because I'm talking to the thing in my hand. Less talk, more pet the dog. You went down? You wanna go down? And he went down and watered the grass a little while ago. That's what a good doggy does when you take them outside. They take care of things that should be taken care of outside. And I just sit here looking like a grouchy Cabbage Patch doll. And since I'm not going to get my workout tomorrow, I have to make decisions. And I think I will do my best to get out kind of early and go to the gym. Get in a little bit of work. I better throw some shower stuff together. Sort out the shoes I will wear with my dress. Things like that. Somebody has their kids queued it up to go ride a bike and ride one of those stroller type push rollers. It looks like a wagon, except you push it from the back with you've got a handle to steer with. Kid sits in there and they've got a little steering wheel and they feel like they're driving it. Oh, it is 8 o'clock. Yep, I gotta go load everything that remains into the dishwasher and get that running. And sort out stuff. I already sent a message that I won't be at the class tomorrow. And that's too bad. I like my Tai Chi class a lot better than I like La Margarita. I think the occasion of choice is because I might be the only person there who has not continued to drink alcohol. It's not like I never liked it. It's never been good for me. But at this point, I'm just better off not having any. And that's a decision I can make. Just like I can decide not to smoke a cigar today, not to smoke a cigarette today. I can decide not to smoke alcohol today and not to eat carbohydrates today. Did I say smoke alcohol? I can decide not to drink alcohol. I can decide all kinds of things. I might have been thinking of the drinks that are made with the small... We've got a little tiny smoker device. It's got a hose you can put into a drink and lend it a smoky flavor. And it's got a dome you can set over a cheese and run the smoke tube into the dome from the top and just let the cheese sit there in cold smoke. I don't know if Loki's done any of his drinks with it. He does sometimes try things a little different. But I don't have to. I'm very satisfied with beef and lamb. And occasionally some yogurt or some cheese. I find I'm hardly using cream at all, since I'm not drinking coffee. But one thing I can do is, when I take the first serving of cream out of the new jar of yogurt, I can pour some cream in there and get that mixed in and bring the fat ratio in that closer to a normal dairy product. Now, yesterday I went through I think these are 32-ounce bottles of water. No, these are 28 ounces. That's okay. Since I'm eating fresh meat, I get a lot of water from that. I don't really have a lot of reason to eat jerky anymore, so I'm just not snacking. And mosquitoes showing up a lot. So yeah, it is time to go in. So, the clouds I was looking at a little while ago are just dissipating quickly and quietly and nothing happening. So if you want to get out and see if you can spot those first little insufficient edges of the Perseids, they might become invisible tonight. If they're not coming tonight, they'll be starting in tomorrow or the next night. It doesn't matter. Enjoy it if you get the chance. And if you do, maybe grab a long sleeve shirt and put on just to keep the mosquitoes off. Not too heavy unless you're somewhere much cooler than this. More people out walking, but I'm going to go in and take care of things. But remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Eat something that's good for you. Grandma loves you and wants you to be okay. Bye-bye.